presidential pardons and governors' pardons has always been viewed as a way for convicted felons to regain their citizenship and become a citizen once again and live in our society equal as everyone else. And the system is not that evil. It's not a police state that we live in, because we give these felons the opportunity to get a pardon if they deserve it. Yeah, well, there's about 1.1% chance of any felon ever getting a pardon. They don't give them to nobody. And what's evil about the whole system is we're living in a socialist police state where we live out a belief system that takes felons and keeps them in a revolving door system by making it where they pass their criminal records out to the public. They can't get jobs, they can't rent homes. And then you endanger their lives and the lives of their children and wives by taking away their rights to own firearms for self-defense. And you give them a right to vote. Whoopee shit. Vote don't help nobody do nothing, because what we have is a bunch of legislators asleep at the wheel, or they're just intentionally out for their own personal gains, and they could care less about the Constitution, about obeying God, or about helping the poor people, or they could care less about a person with a felony conviction. They're swine in these people's eyes. And the solution to the problem is sealing the criminal records up of convicted felons after they've stayed out 5 years across the board, nationally, on federal and state levels, because it is right. Pardons is a thing of the past. When we lived in the 1800s and crime was non-existent, and there was no laws denying anyone ever getting in trouble with the law the right to own firearms for his self-defense. There was no criminal records passed out to keep him from getting jobs. When we lived in Cowtown, America, then a pardon I can understand. You would give an outlaw a pardon and it would help change his life. You would give a pardon to some guy that some gung-ho judge went out here and maxed him out on his time, his sentencing. Pardons work, but they don't work as the only avenue of escape and relief. They were there for extreme cases to help the extreme cases when they got out of hand. Today, we've ran so far from the Constitution and from a citizen state towards becoming a police state that we treat persons in the criminal justice system as you would the average Soviet citizen in Russia in 1960, even worse. And we're seeing our own nation falling apart from within, because we have failed to live in a society that gives hope to the least in it.